and just not to get yourself in these messy things, because we went through it first hand, and we can advise. Hi guys.
Hiya.
Hi.
Back again.
So guys, we're back with another video.
So we spoke about doing like a heartbreak story time.
So basically we're doing a story time of our first heartbreaks and like how we both handled it.
Yeah, how we got out of it.
Yeah, and how we got out of it. But the main thing is the story time of the heartbreak, okay?
I don't want to like throw dirt on the name too much about how it happened.
We're not gonna throw dirt or anything, but
we just like
it's
talk about how it
what it
happened.
is at the end of the day. But yeah, guys, let's just get into the video.
It's gonna be very interesting. It's gonna be quite funny actually.
Yeah. Okay, we start with mine first. Okay, you start with yours then first.
Okay, so obviously I had like boyfriends like in like you know like year 7, 8, 9, but then I never really got into like a serious relationship until I was like in year like around year 10, but end of year 9, year 10. And like yeah, I was with a guy. He was not a bad boyfriend. He was a good boyfriend. He made me happy. At the like, you know, he was fine. There's no bad blood there. I don't wanna just write him. He was a good guy. It's just that our breakup was quite like
Dramatic.
yeah. So it was at NCS, and I remember it was I was doing the hiking. So this is like the third day we being NCS, like the first week. And then he posted on his story about wanting to be alone.
I remember that.
Do you remember?
I remember we were there. I watched. I was like,
yeah. And then I was like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean be alone? And I was just kind of like a bit, because obviously when around NCS, like the first week, you don't have service.
Yeah,
ever.
you don't
like,
have service.
and it's only because I was, oh my god, thank God for that day. It's only because I was hiking that I managed to get service. So I left that building we're in, but the actual like, what can I call it? Like the resort.
It was like at the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, like there was
mountains,
no service.
grass.
Literally, there was no service anywhere. So the one day I had service only because I went hiking, and that so happened to be the one day that was the day that he put it on his story.
Did you know what though? I saw it.
You did?
Yeah. And I remember I was like, how can he break up with you?
Yeah.
I actually saw it, and I was watching. I was like, I should replay. I was like, I wanted to type, what do you mean? But I didn't want it to be a thing of he told me before he told her. But I did see it first, and I think I did message you. I can't even remember, but I did see it, and I was replaying it. Sorry, phone, Jenny. So what had happened is I actually did see it, and I think I tried to message her or something like that.
I would not have
but
seen
I did see. I was like, hold up. But yeah.
And then like I said, it was on the day I had hiking, and I remember when I saw it was literally like 22 hours ago. Like I was just about to miss that snap. I was not gonna see it, and I just thought to go and check my Snapchat. So obviously that happened. I messaged him. I was like, what the hell's that about? But then the minute I sent it, and then it was done with hiking, so I was not gonna see it until we was now going back home.
Yeah.
And going back home was probably I think it was 2 days later. The third day.
Yeah.
So I messaged him like, okay, I'm on the way back now, back to Wolverhampton. And I was kind of just like, what the hell, And he was just like, I just want to be alone, and and I was like, so you let other people on Snapchat know that we broke up before I had known. And I was kind of like, oh my god, like what the hell?
How can you? I think the main thing when we were talking about it, she was more angry about the fact that he told everyone before
I knew,
she knew. So it's a bit like,
I was
and he broke up with her on Snapchat story.
Yeah, like it wasn't like Snapchat. It wasn't like other messages. It was like literally on his story. So it was just kind of like. And keep in mind, like I was reading from like the start, like the end of year 9 to like the start, like the end of year 11.
Yeah, so
like
that's 3 years, isn't it? 2 years.
2 years. So it wasn't like a 6 month, 2 month relationship. It was obviously, especially when you're like 15, because like 15 at the time.
You're thinking that's everything.
That was 2 years, and for me that's a long time. 2 years is the longest time, and I was like,
you gave your youth to get that.
So it was kind of like, because it was very like we said in that previous video about like heartbreak. It was kind of like all I saw.
Yeah.
It was like, it was horrible.
Do you know what? She cried. She, for a couple of nights.
I cried.
Maybe a lot of nights. And I think that was the first. I did see her cry. come on, we've lived together for how long, and I've seen her cry, but then she would look like she was gonna die.
100%.
How could you do this to me? I remember.
At the end, I came straight to yours after that weekend. I was even again at this point, so I had to come back to D's, and I was like,
she was crying.
It was just awful.
But you know what's funny though? But at the same time, when she was going through her heartbreak, mine happened. Yours is. Oh, okay,
with D's, yours was just like slightly after mine.
It was a little bit after,
So it was like I was kind of like creeping out of mine, and then seeing D back in like that. I was like, oh my god, this is sad.
Should I tell the start of mine?
Yeah.
Okay, so the person I was with, at the start, I was like, year 11. No, year 11. No, year 10.
No, because I would have been in year 10, so you're in year 11.
Yeah, so at this time, I was in year 11. So I was about 16, 15. And at the start, it didn't seem like it was anything serious. I was thinking, I thought he was just a player. I was thinking, no. But you know what, sometimes it just captures your heart, it just catches it. But yeah, so at this time now, I'm like, okay, it's starting to get serious now. 1 month in, 2 months in, 3 months in,
and it just like,
and it got really serious. 6 months in,
got
really serious, and he was very like, he knew what he wanted, and that was it, and it was very much serious. So we're both invested in this. And then after a couple, was it 8 months roughly? Around 8 months, we did break up for once, but then we got back together. But this time, the second time we broke up. This time he broke up with me, but the first time was actually a little break. But this time he actually broke up with him proper. I wasn't expecting it. I was in shock. Like, he broke up with me. Like, in the first couple of days, I didn't actually believe it. So I didn't.
In denial.
Yeah, I was in denial. So I didn't actually react. So I was just saying like, me. After a while, I panicked. I just went into, I'm gonna die.
So bad. She was so awful. Like, she would not eat. She was. Like, I don't know, like, honestly, Jenna's the worst, no offense, I love you, but she's the worst person I've ever seen handle breakup. She's just the worst. The worst. Like,
I go to the loca mode stage,
She's the worst, like, and even, like, in terms of even, like, her own feelings, she will not eat, like, Jenna will not, like, I remember that breakup, for me, that was, like, her worst one I've ever seen. She did not eat. I'm not joking. And Jenna is like, she's very tiny, but she can eat for food. And I can assure you, when that breakup happened, which is like, I looked at her. I remember one time she was on her phone and she was like this, staring at her phone like on a WhatsApp group, on a WhatsApp chat, and I'm like, she's nuts. I'm not down like she's nuts. Like, she's crazy.
I was probably reading me in his chat. To be honest, how he broke up with me.
Because like I just feel like, and that's the thing though, like with heartbreak, it can just be taken like to the extreme. Like
with heartbreak, you never know how you're gonna react.
Your
first one, especially because it was both our first one. It was a bit like I didn't know how to handle it, and I know that I'm a very bubbly person and I'm a very crazy person, and if someone upsets me, like that's it for me. Like if someone upsets me or if someone does something I'm like, no, that can't be to me. I'm very much like,
yeah.
I have to just think about it until it sits in.
Yeah.
But when it sat in, I was a bit like,
I think it was a lot.
It was a lot for me because I was just like, how?
Yeah.
And I just kind of lost myself. Like I definitely can say that one I lost myself. Like I was a bit like, what am I gonna do now?
Yeah.
And luckily at that time I had like a babysitting job. So I would basically babysit the kids. It was like summertime. I would basically babysit the kids. So I was in that house for like a while.
Yeah.
So I would be there for ages and I would just sleep, eat. And I was just and but the worst thing is the babysitting job was by his house. I like 30 seconds away from his house.
Oh, yeah.
I was just so like, I could just walk over there, knock in his door and say, what? But you know what? I think I needed that time to just be like,
to kind of be by yourself and think in your, and then I feel like once we both came out of it, we were out of it. Like we were just never gonna go back.
I was just like,
ever again.
I see him now, I don't feel it. I can't. I'm like,
like
of course, like 3 years after, but you know, there's some people that you break up with and you just like, you see him like
still to the day, you're like, but
yeah.
Like, I just feel like with me and Dee, like when we came out of it, we went through it hard at the time.
Like, listen, a heartbreak, I felt like I was gonna die. What was weird about it, we would go through the same things near the same time.
All the time.
And it kind of still low-key happens. It's so weird. It's so weird. I'm like...
It was so bizarre, even with that break, because it's kind of like, you both had relationships, but everything was fine in both of them. Like
it was
everything
fine.
Was perfectly fine. And then it's like, Rock and I was just kind of like, oh, okay. And take over at the same time. And we was like, I just look at him like, why is this happening to us at the same time?
We would just be like, why us? We thought we were perfect together. But you know what's so bizarre is the fact that at this age of 15, 14, we were so deep into things that we were not meant to be.
We were not aware of. Like, we didn't have the
we were not meant
at
to
all.
be. I can totally say I wasn't ready at that time.
100%,
She wasn't ready.
100%.
And a lot of women, or not women, a lot of young girls get into relationships at 14 and 15.
Not ready to be in.
You're not ready, babe. You're not. And I can say for my tip how I got over it, locking him off, not going to chat to him again. I think a lot of people like, I break up with him, but I want to talk to him and then I went leave the door. Oh, but you don't want to. But lock it off if it's over, because a guy won't come back until he just won't come back if he's made a decision. That's it.
Getting over it wasn't. It didn't come from a place of like, oh, he's trashed the door. It came from a place of like, I had to understand like what I need for myself. And so it was like, it was even like, for me it was like beyond locking up. I mean, I should have been like,
it makes things easier and quicker.
But it was like, so I can't like, it took like about a year. I don't know if it took to get over it. But like, I think it was kind of like, what I needed to have done was like, I actually need to lock some, but I didn't anyway, we moved. But I had to like find that within myself, like I needed to like, okay, it's time now. It's actually time to actually let it go.
It's a bit really like you're grieving over someone. It's a bit like
and you're grieving over a lost relationship, like you're kind of grieving in a sense. Like you kind of are in a
I think
sense.
people don't realize how deep it is. Like it changes you and it shapes you. You learn from it, and some people don't. But what I can say that really helped me was talking about it as well. Like having that person to be like, do you know what? Listen, today I don't feel what I feel like going back. Having that person to be accountable to, and
because it just
helps.
Like that helped. It helped a lot.
Yeah, I think that made our
just
laughed about it.
On me. She's like, I'm like, no, you're not doing that. Don't go back there. And I'm like, but I have it. Like it's so much easier.
You know what's scary though? How some days, let's say a month's go past, we would still cry about it. Some days.
It's so.
Don't
sad.
ever think that because you've woken up and you've done all these steps that it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
One day you're gonna be like,
your heart is
gonna
want to.
That happened to me, and then you cry again. But it's just about getting up and just keep on going. Like I think just leaving, that's the first step. That's you've done a brilliant step if you've done that.
If you're there, you actually very like you're good to go.
Another step, not distracting yourself, but doing stuff for yourself.
You can't because
I had
self-pity for too like. You can, you know what? You can cry.
You can cry. That's what you need to cry to let it out.
But then you can't cry forever. You just can't, because that's just you're just stationary at that point.
Sort of like, I'm focusing on other things, and before I know it, I'm over it. Like not before I know it, because it took quite a while. But before I knew it, I was fine again. Like I was back to my old self. Not even old self, but new self. It's just like becoming new.
You evolve after heartbreak. You do evolve.
You do.
And whether it's a good thing or bad thing, you do change. This is the reality.
Some people change for the worse, to be honest. Some people change for the better. It's just up to you whether you want to do that or not.
You take it how you decide to take it. Kind of like, I feel like depending on your character, when something bad happens, you can either choose to take a lesson from it or begin to hate the thing that happened to you and hate the person that did something to you. But it just depends on how you choose to take it.
But there comes to a certain point where you just have to let it go because forgiveness is not for the other person. It's for you, for your heart, for your mind. When you don't have that forgiveness, you have that bitterness. Bitterness turns to jealousy. Bitterness turns to anger. Bitterness turns to different things, and it's just better for you. And I thought, how am I hating this person and he's moved on already?
No, literally.
I just have to move on myself, and you know, once you move on, you become so much better. And like I felt so much better, and to the point that I could even say hello to him. He ignored me, but I could say hello to him, and even if he ignored me, I was like, but that's it. You know, for me, I was like, I'm over it. I'm okay. And I was there walking. I knew that he wasn't over it for me. He ignored me. I was just like, hallelujah. I was just like, although we were young, we still learned quite a lot from it.
Because I feel like we chose to learn a lot. It depends on you as an individual. I feel like we were quite lucky to each other at that point. Because I feel like we bounced off each other in terms of like what we took from it, in the end how we dealt with it. I feel like if it was two angry people trying to bounce off each other, I feel like we would just be like, we hate it, different and entertaining in that place. But we chose to
a certain point we did let it out. It's okay to let it out.
Yeah, no.
But you have to get over it.
You have to.
Some girls like to hold on to be victim. Just let it go. Let it go.
Well,
what's sad is that some girls actually do kill themselves.
They do. Of a heartbreak.
And I'm just like, I know it hurt. I know it, but just carry on. Like these guys, there's like over billions of people in the world that you can meet. And over this one idiot no, you can't. You've got such a bright future ahead of you to change the world, really, and you can't then throw that away because of one individual or one situation. And I feel like a lot of people just like you just have to hold on and just think, I'm hurt right now, but I have to get through it.
I think another like part of like that helped with my like getting over it was like I had to remember that like in a sense, because the person I was with the same age as me, so I had to also remember that he's probably just as like not fully developed as I was at the time. So it kind of helps when and like I said, what he did to me was what he did. Heartbreak was kind of crappy. But I had to also remember, like, I guess
actually,
he's still a child.
It wasn't only that he broke up with you over Snap. It was that picture.
Which one?
I just remembered when that girl was sitting on his lap.
That was way before.
It pissed me off. I just remember that pissed me off. You know what?
So there's a lot of things. There's a lot of factors that go into like dealing with heartbreak and like
it's like a process of deliverance. Really, it's like a process. It's a process. It's not gonna just happen overnight.
No, never.
To a certain degree, some girls act numb to. Chloe sometimes acts numb to things, but I'm like, mate, you're not over it. Like she just, yeah, I'm fine. I'm like. But that's not the way, because one day it's gonna break down. Like,
it does.
Even if it's not in a year, 2 years,
it will come out. It could come out even in your marriage. When you're with the person with 10, 20 years later, it can come out then.
It's just better to deal with the things right now, and just not to get yourself in these messy things, because we went through it firsthand, and we can advise.
We're gonna show you, like,
now
deal with
it now, and if you don't have to deal with it, don't put yourself in the situation. But guys, honestly, so guys, we have to kind of do the ending again. But guys, what we're basically saying, heartbreaks will come.
Yeah, they will.
You can come out of it. Trust. You can come out of it, trust me.
You really can.
Yeah, you're gonna be fine.
Like I said, us two, we can see and laugh about it now. We really can actually laugh about it.
We had to go through.
We actually had to go through it. Like, there's no other way but to actually go right head on through it. If you try and like find cuts and points, it's not gonna work.
It's a process, baby girl. And even if you've got questions or like want advice or want support, like
ask
your girls are here.
Like,
no, we'll put our snaps and everything, like if you need, like, because some people, it may be one person that we talk to, that's okay, but at least we're helping one girl out that cycle, girl.
At least.
But guys, honestly, I hope you got something from this video. It's something different that we know we don't usually do this, but guys, honestly, thank you guys for watching. It's just nice, you know. But yeah, we shared our heart,
put our hearts out,
our stories. But guys, honestly, I hope that you enjoyed the video, and guys, thank you for watching.
Thank you. Bye.
See ya.